Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. After months of speculation, the news officially drops of the incoming Masters of the Universe Origins and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure crossover series in an all-new line titled Turtles of Grayskull. A press release went out a few hours ago together with this spectacular illustrated image that shows the two universes colliding, and I have to say that this image got me feeling really excited for this team up because for half a minute there, it sort of looked like there was going to be an animated series involved as well. Yeah, but no. This is in fact just a promotional image that's designed to pull fans of both properties in, and maybe the reason why it looks so good is because the characters here all look like they're based off their classic, retro, and most recognizable designs before the collision of configurations between the two camps takes place. He-Man has had a history of official crossovers dating all the way back to 1982 with Superman in the now legendary DC Comics Presents issue 42, and more recently in comics as well with the Thundercats, and also with the whole DC Universe gang in Injustice. The Injustice books, by the way, are just fantastic reads, highly recommended stuff. TMNT has also been all over the pop culture landscape, most noticeably mixing it up with Batman in a series of very popular books and with the Cobra Kai gang in a line of action figures, although to be fair, some of these crossovers do seem a bit forced. TMNT and MOTU crossing over isn't exactly the strangest thing to picture. I mean, both lines feature a whole bunch of over-the-top, just crazy-looking creature humanoid hybrid characters, so you can definitely see something like this happening. Should it happen, however, that's a different question altogether. Now, I personally am not a massive collector of TMNT, but I do collect what I like selectively, and it's usually always stuff from the classic 80s and 90s series, which thankfully, the designs for the new figures seem to be drawing inspiration from. Now, there were blurry images being shared online a few months back. A lot of the first impressions were from people hoping and praying that the images were not official or finalized, but now it seems that these were the same pictures that we saw online previously, and shout out to Toy Habits because they were the first to have it shared out back then. In this video, I'll just be sharing the images that have been officially been released. I'll go into a deeper discussion and share more of my own thoughts on them in the second part of this video, which will be a channel member special. Now, we do have this image of He-Man, and while there isn't really a description provided, he does appear to be the villainous version of He-Man. Okay, this isn't the good guy, because he appears to be covered in some kind of turtle slime or ooze, and in the official press release, it says that He-Man in this series will be battling his mutagen mutation. Alright, so that must be the version that we're looking at here, his mutated form. And that also means that there's going to be another version of He-Man in this series, okay? A more normalized version. So we're just going to have to wait on the reveal for that one. Now we get two turtles in this wave, the first of which is team leader Leonardo, who gets what appears to be He-Man styled armor, but with an L on the chest plate. Now I'm curious what these are. It's like He-Man styled furry boots, but they're cut off at the ankle. Now, Leonardo also gets twin swords that appear to be two halves of a new giant power sword. So these probably combine, right? Leo is followed closely behind by Donatello, who has Man-at-Arms armor scheme from head to toe. It's just that this time around, we get it in purple. The armor is removable, of course, and you can use it for another Man-at-Arms variation figure. Now, his giant staff is also inspired by Man-at-Arms mace weapon. And speaking of whom, Man-at-Arms kind of looks like the only figure here who mostly just comes off like as though he's still in his original design without too many changes, other than maybe that shell shield and that samurai skirt. It's like they sent out the memo on the crossover and he read it, but he was just like, yeah, I think I'll pass, asshole. But his mace weapon does appear like it might be able to combine with Donnie's stuff. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Now, here's where things start to get a bit interesting. This is possibly one of the more unique versions of Trapjaw that we've ever seen. At least this universe's version of him. And he's combined with the Mauser. Okay, is it a forced combination? I'm not really sure. The Mausers are robots. Trapjaw is like half robot, so I guess it made sense. So you combine the Mauser with him, and on his belt, there appears to be a set of legs, okay? These appear to be tools that could also be legs that could be attached to the Mauser that you have on his arm here. And apparently you could probably have a 2-pack of like 2 figures here, right? So you have the Mauser figure and then you have the Trapjaw figure, possibly. Okay, that's what you have here. And there's a lot of mix and matching possibilities here because these parts that you see here can also be taken apart and attached to any one of those Origins Trapjaw figures that you have. So there's some possibilities here. But what do you guys think about this particular design, okay, that they went with? It certainly does appear to be a combination of a MOTU character and a TMNT character, but does it work? Lastly, we have the massive Krang figure, or whatever this new hybrid version of him is supposed to be. He sure is large though, much larger than any of the other figures in the wave. In fact, he could be the largest Origin scaled figure to date. Is he supposed to be based off Beastman? I don't know, but the waist chamber here has a door that swings open to house Krang, but is the Krang figure also removable? Odds are he is, right? Now, all of these figures definitely come off as being different, okay? Interesting perhaps also. I will be going deeper into my thoughts on these figures in part 2 of the video. But for now, I do wonder if this is what you guys had in mind for what a crossover series of MOTU and TMNT will look like. Thanks for watching and take care out there.